Gantt charts are used to track the project progress. Let's see how to make a simple Gantt chart like this. So here we have our project plan. We have identified various tasks and we have estimated the number of days it will take to complete them. Now we need to add some more information in order to be able to prepare a Gantt chart. First is we need the start date and we need the end date. The start date is the starting date of the project. So let's say the starting date for us is 26 September 23. The end date will be computed based on the number of days required to work and the start date, which will be this and this. So taking only the work days into account, this task will end on 28th of September. And the next task will not begin until this has finished, until the previous task has finished. So since this has a dependency, the starting date of this task would depend upon the ending date of the first task. So we get the starting date from here and it will be the next day. So I put 1 here and this is the starting day of the next task. Now since we'll take 5 days to complete this task, this will be the ending date on the calendar. We can apply this formula to all the cells. Now one thing we have to keep in mind that some tasks can be performed in parallel. For example, test case preparation can start as soon as the design is completed. So it has a dependency on design completion. So once this task is completed, the next day test case preparation can start. Similarly, code review cannot start until development has taken place. So this has a dependency on development end date. So now we have start date and end date identified. We will calculate actual number of calendar days it will take, which is what we will use to represent on our Gantt chart. And adjusted days is nothing but end date minus the start date. So now we have data prepared for our Gantt chart. Let's see how to plot it. Before plotting this data, we have to change the format of the start date field. So let's see. Let's choose this. And now we are ready to plot this data. We'll select these columns. And we'll insert a simple stack bar chart like this. Now if you see here, the order of these tasks is reversed in the plot. So what we'll do is go here and we'll select this checkbox. Now it's in the same order. Now we can change the format of the start date back into the original format so that it is more readable. We can make it more readable by changing the angle slightly. Now we don't need these bars because our progress is represented by these orange colored segments. So we'll select this data series, right click it, and in the fill option we'll say no fill and no border. We can remove the chart title, we can remove the legend. So the basic version of the chart is ready. We can make some more modifications here. So we see these bars in the center of the chart. Our project doesn't start until 26th of September, so we don't need this space here. So we can change that. So the minimum on the x-axis, the minimum date we can put as 26th September, and the maximum date we can put as 23rd November. Now these dates are 10 days apart. Since we want to have a weekly review, we can have this as 7. And a basic version of our Gantt chart is ready, which can be done very easily in Excel.